How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 6, Episode 13, titled Silence of the Sonograms! Anyway, picking up where last week's episode left off, we have Sarah walking into a room and seeing Bishop. Singing in, I think it's a conservatory? It's like the captain's office, but not. Um, anyway, she takes the hidden knife, turns off the music, threatens him. Um, they have a conversation in which he ends up in prison in the Yeah, you guys can't hear the AC. Okay, good. In which he ends up in prison. Anyway, afterwards, Ava puts up the plan of let me be the one to did I just skip a frame? Anyway, Ava decides she wants to be the one to quote unquote interrogate him. In which she does. Um, da, 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 da. Through the interrogation, they find a help ease the pains of being pregnant, and Rory it with his concoction. He also helps Ava plan out her and Sarah's wedding. As a result of this, they find out that Bishop is 100% human, but 6% of his DNA is Sarah Lance. Now, Bishop uses that 6% because he supposedly knows everything Sarah knows and whatnot to escape. And he goes after Rory. Now, he helps Rory give birth because we find out that the concoction he had them give Rory was used to induce labor. He takes out the communicator from Rory's ear and helps Rory give birth. After a very fun fight scene between him and Sarah, where he tells Gideon to set the mood, and I'm just like, well then. Anyway, while this is happening, on the other side of the story, John Constantine is suffering and seemingly hallucinating himself, the beast. He wakes up where Zari is just like, you lied to me again. Because he has a scar where Zari stabbed the beast. And she gets upset. Her and Astra then go to Spooner, and we're like, hey, what happened? Spooner at the time was guarding Bishop. Now, she couldn't leave, but Ava came in to start the no, it was continue the conversation with Bishop at the time. And so Astra casts a spell on Spooner, with Spooner's permission, of course, to make her remember what John erased from her mind. She remembers. Lo and behold, the Fountain of Imperium found John unworthy. The disappointment to all Johns everywhere. He is found unworthy of great power. This is that makes my boy a bit unworthy. I gotta say, that makes him a disappointment to Johns everywhere. We're clearly the best, but moving on from that, and that he took a sip of something. They need to find out what it is. So Zari goes back in and checks in on John. He let his girlfriend trick him. Tisk tisk, Mr. Constantine. I'm disappointed. You fell for such an easy ruse. Zari tricks him by stealing the potion. And saying, I'm gonna go get Gidget to make you tea, and I'll walk it all the way here. Because, you know, the ship is, like, parked out back. John's hallucination then tells him, check your pockets. Is this a hallucination or not? Starting to wonder, is this actually a hallucination? He finds that she took it. Now, as John goes to chase it. Now, Zari gives it to Astra. Astra figures out it's blood. Very, very dark magic. She actually says the name of the potion, which I've forgotten. It hasn't been that long, but I've forgotten it. Anyway. Of course, John comes in, he's like, give it to me, give it to me. And she's like, it's either you or the it's either her or the potion. Zari's like, the ultimatum of ultimatums. And usually, you shouldn't be giving ultimatums to your significant other, but in this case, because the ultimatum is over something that is actually actively hurting John, it is okay. You know, you don't do drugs, kids. You know, this is one of the few times where giving your significant other an ultimatum is actually a good thing. He takes it, stares at it for a bit, and tosses it. And he just leaves, and obviously Zari follows. And they have a conversation. She says she's gonna help him through it, and I believe she leaves again for some reason. I don't remember why she left. Let's mute desktop audio for a second. Okay, she kisses him. Oh, she said she's gonna go get him a cup of tea. Oh yeah, that's when the cup of tea thing happens. It happens at the end. I got that mixed up. She didn't trick him by going to cup of tea. She tricked him with just a check-in and then left. Or maybe she said cup of tea twice. I don't know. Anyway, so she goes to get him a cup of tea, and then Bishop, using Mick Rory's Okay, now we're currently present day. Bishop tells Sarah to take him back to his cell. Her and Ava take him back, and I can actually unmute desktop audio because I need that unmuted. Anyway, so Sarah and Ava take Bishop back to his cell, and then he contacts through Mick's earpiece thing. He contacts Constantine and says, "I can help you." Constantine, of course, is just like, "No, and throws it away. And his hallucination then comes and picks it up. I'm starting to think it's not, and then beats the ever living shit out of John, and he then succumbs to the potion again. Somehow it's back on in the manor. I'm starting to think it's not a hallucination. Anyway, after taking it, he's dressed back normally, as if all is well, and he's smoking again. And I'm just like, I thought he gave up smoking. Like, I thought he gave up smoking when he nearly died. Anyway. Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with OBS right now. Anyway. He contacts Bishop himself and says, what was that about getting my powers back? And the episode ends there. Yeah, this episode's interesting in that we find out, well, Rory's kids are born. He now has 49 children. Which is interesting. And we see that Bishop seemingly plans to give John his powers back. I don't know how. What would giving your enemy power have to? That's just weird, right? Like, I don't get Bishop's plans. It's weird. Hopefully they get more into it. But anyway, that is the episode for this week. Overall, I thought it was an okay episode. I wouldn't say it was good, but it's not bad. It's not like a horrid filler episode of epic proportions. I mean, it's like it's a transitioning episode. It's one of those that like they're enjoyable, but like you kind of wish that they weren't there sometimes. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.